This is breaking news now from the U.S. Department of State in a report 78 pages long given to Congress. Here's what it says. The State Department Inspector General concludes Hillary Clinton did not comply with the agency's policies on records. Clinton and her top aides chose not to cooperate with the review. It specifically hits Clinton for an exclusive use of the private server, the private email, and the failure to promptly turn over the records. In conclusion, she did not comply, according to this statement, with the State Department's policies that were implemented in accordance with the Federal Records Act, end quote. So now we will see what the punishment could be for being in violation of said Federal Records Act. It is news just breaking now. A lot more to go into this throughout the day, including now with Martha.
Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions is senior member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, and the chairman of Donald Trump's National Security Advisory Committee. And you are an excellent person to talk to with this breaking news. Senator Sessions, welcome. Very good to have you here today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Martha.
All right, so let's take you through some of this breaking news and get your reaction to this. The State Department just released a 78-page report that says that the Secretaries of State, Hillary Clinton and previous Secretaries of State, have poorly managed email and other computer information and slowly responded to new cybersecurity risks. It also cites longstanding and systemic weaknesses that happened with other Secretaries of State, but says her failures were singled out as more serious. Let's start there, sir.
Well, I think her failures are greater than those in the past. It was a systemic, plotted-out plan to avoid the security that we should maintain for those kind of records. And did I hear you say that they found her uncooperative? I hadn't in responding to this investigation?
Here's what it says. State Department report also criticizes Hillary Clinton for failing to turn over email records promptly. That is according to a Politico report. Everybody is kind of sifting through this information as it's coming in, but that's the way they termed it.
Well, I think that's totally unacceptable, totally contrary to what she said she was doing. She said she was totally cooperating on this. And so this is a kind of troubling events that cast credibility doubts over Hillary Clinton. I mean, she flat said she was fully cooperating, and this rejects that. I'm very troubled by this whole process. I think the State Department is a security review, as Secretary Comey said, and he at the FBI, they don't participate in reviews of security. They participate in investigations, and in effect criminal investigations, which are still ongoing. And I think, unfortunately, we're seeing too much smoke here to suit me.
Yeah, just to clarify the point that you brought up, it says, according to the report released to lawmakers on Wednesday, it also revealed that Clinton and her top aides chose not to cooperate with the review, and some of that may be the timely nature of turning over all this information. As you point out, she has said from the beginning that she did nothing wrong. She has said that this is a security review, and as you also pointed out, the FBI director says we don't do those. We do investigations at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's why it's called that. I guess, what does this all mean? You know, what does this tell you about where this may be headed?
Well, she's a Secretary of State. She has the responsibility to secure classified information, make sure it can't be accessed, and many experts say this computer system she used was vulnerable to hacking. In addition to that, she said, well, I made a mistake perhaps, but I'm going to cooperate fully. This reveals she is not cooperating fully, and it troubles me as a former prosecutor. If you're innocent and you don't have anything to hide, why don't you come forward and cooperate and help bring this to a prompt conclusion? So it does appear the criminal investigation remains ongoing, and the security review has been highly critical of her performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's significant that the State Department, which she was the head of, their Inspector General is now putting her at an arm's length, saying she didn't cooperate with this investigation, and neither did members of her staff, and this is separate from the FBI investigation that is ongoing. That's your understanding, correct?
That's what it sounds like to me, and the Inspector General is independent person, but they are, in fact, part of the State Department. And for them to be that critical, I think, is very serious. I think this is a very serious matter.
Significant indeed. We were going to talk to you about other things. We'll bring you back next time to do that. But thank you for handling this breaking news with us, Senator Sessions. Always good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Stand by for more.